Welcome to the Healthy Skin Show. I am Dr. Jennifer Rullan, a board certified dermatologist, and I'm here with my co host, Brett Davis.
The last show was fantastic. I had a great time. We got a lot of positive feedback. So, what are we going to talk about today?
I thought we could talk about 7 common myths or truths that we hear every day
Okay.
in clinic
Yeah.
about skincare.
And of course, we're still in summer, so people still need to be careful, don't they?
Always.
Always, not even in the
Yeah.
summertime, right?
Even when it's snowing
Okay.
on the hills, you're
Really?
skiing. Yes.
That's another topic, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's radiation, not sun.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's radiation, UV rays.
Are we here before we go into our topics? Are we getting more UV and radiation more now than maybe like 5 years ago, 10 years ago?
We are. We are. The ozone layer, as it starts to diminish, we have more penetration of the ozone, more rays coming through the ozone layer.
Okay.
So
And
it's
what
more dangerous skin cancers we're seeing. Basically.
anything with electronics or anything adding to that?
Yeah. So electronics that light also affects your skin.
Really?
Well, more aging, it ages your skin.
See,
So
these are good. These are really good topics. Can people get like filters for their phones and for the things that they're using?
you could, or just wear sunscreen. I mean, I'll say wear sunscreen a lot on this podcast. So I would say wear sunscreen.
So one thing that the people that I would bump around town and they would come up to me and they would ask. First of all, they asked about that one product that you had mentioned that people take
The oral supplement, yeah.
so they don't get to lower their chances of getting skin cancer. That kept coming up.
Yeah, well, it's an antioxidant just to protect you when you're out in the sun. So it's great for people, athletes, or you know, people that are very active
Mhm.
outside, or I love it for athletes because the lifeguards, the junior lifeguards are out all day and they're damaging their skin for the rest of their life, and they're 10, 12. So if they could just take that supplement and use sunscreen, it would pay off, I think, in the long run. So yeah, you can buy it over the counter, Amazon. I have no conflict of interest. It's just HelioCare is a brand that sells it.
Do you make your own?
I do not. No,
You have a lot of your own products.
I do, but yeah, I don't. I'm not doing this for
No, I
to promote
understand
products.
because
Yeah.
people had asked me, does she have her own product
Yes.
line? That's why
Oh,
I'm
definitely.
asking.
Yeah, we have a lot of medical grade products that we believe in, and we have in the office. You can just stop on in and get some. Yeah.
Well, it's amazing how this topic, I mean, we've had a lot of other different podcasts, but this topic alone on skin really opens up a Pandora's box of questions, right?
It does.
So you want to go over, here's the first question that comes up. Skincare myths or facts. SPF is the most important picking a sunscreen. Is that correct?
That's incorrect.
It's incorrect.
It's incorrect. So most people will look at the number. They think 50 is better than 30, and 50 is better than 30. But the SPF only measures UVB, but we have UVA rays as well, and we have visible light. So none of the bottle mentions anything about protecting you from UVA and UVB. I mean UV, visible light, and UVA. So, for example, zinc oxide is a broad spectrum, and it protects UVA and UVB, but you can't measure that in your SPF. So you want like 8% or more of zinc oxide. You look on the back of the bottle at the active ingredients, and that's actually more important than the SPF. But then, in addition to that, if you're outside like for an hour a day, you're getting enough visible light to cause brown spots on your skin, for example. And so the only way to protect against visible light is tint. So sometimes a tinted zinc sunscreen is better than like a SPF 1000, for example.
Mhm.
I'd rather have SPF 40 or 50 tinted in zinc than SPF 1000.
I have those spots that you're talking about, so I have to get them looked at.
So tint, yeah, for men, it's a little harder to find a tint, but there's very, very light, discreet tint that you could use
Okay.
that way it's not like a white, greasy zinc sunscreen. 'Cause that's what we associate, right? We think of lifeguards with those white
Right.
noses. That's zinc.
Okay.
So we want that. We just don't want to wear it every day. So you can find a luxurious one that you'll like.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Vitamin C, which is one of my favorite vitamins, is good for all skin. True.
Another false.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So topical vitamin C is probably the biggest thing I see in clinic where I'm like, what products are you using? And people are coming in for acne and then they're using a vitamin C product. A lot of people don't know that topical vitamin C causes acne. And also, if you have like rosacea or sensitive skin, vitamin C is acidic and it actually can make your skin worse. So,
Ascorbic acid.
basically, there's some skin types that you really should avoid vitamin C. And not all vitamin C's are equal. So vitamin C is it's unstable in the sun, and it's also with light and also air. It inactivates vitamin C. So a good vitamin C is not found over the counter, to be honest. I would
Really?
say most vitamin C is over the counter. If it's $10, $20, I'd say it's pretty much worthless. There's not enough science and research to make a good vitamin C that's that affordable. There's probably other ingredients in the tube that makes it nice, so people are seeing results with it, but it's probably not that vitamin C. So most good vitamin Cs are over $100 if
So why
it's
why why are they different?
well, for example, the acidity, if it's like a higher pH, it can't even penetrate the skin. So it needs to be very acidic. Also the molecule size and what's attached to it. So some of the new vitamin Cs have like a ester attached to it, kind of like water.
Ester C.
Ester, yeah, and it allows it to penetrate deeper in the skin. So I tell patients all the time, like blood falls on my face in clinic doesn't mean it goes into my blood. It
Mhm.
doesn't penetrate. Our skin is there to protect us. So you got to have science to like get through the skin. Just because you put it on your skin doesn't mean it does anything. It could just sit there, you know.
It's very interesting. You would never imagine that there's a higher grade vitamin C.
Yeah, just think of products and there's a multi-billion-dollar industry trying to grab your attention and grab your dollar. So, like 100 people thought about that bottle and how to make you buy it versus talking to your doctor and like, "Do I really need this or not?" You know? Don't just go by what marketing does for us at the stores.
Well, it's good to know.
Mhm.
How about ingesting vitamin C or supplements? Does that aid at all? I mean, are we talking
Yeah,
about something different?
that is helpful. I think we all could do oral vitamin C, but a lime is better than, like, supplements. So you just squeeze some lime juice, or
That you're going to talk about a margarita,
yeah, exactly.
margarita, a
Add lime
lime,
to your margarita, and that's enough vitamin C.
terrible. Okay, number three, oral and topical collagen builds.
I love this one. Yeah, oral and topical collagen. People ask every day, "Oh, doctor, I take collagen, I'm fine." And collagen, a lot of us don't know it's made from like pig and cow nails, and it's animal products, most of it, fish, animal products.
Do the vegetarians know this?
Well, they're making new vegan or vegetarian collagen, which I don't understand yet how they're. But basically, collagen is just amino acids. It's part of protein, and however, you take collagen, your body has to actually break it down into little pieces to then reabsorb it to then make it again. So the whole concept that you drink collagen and just go help your skin directly, it doesn't make sense. It's like saying I bought a car and now I'm a race car driver. There's like a long process in between there. So we all need collagen. We all make collagen naturally. We don't have to drink collagen to make
Really?
collagen. Yeah, we're constantly making collagen and degrading collagen every day.
Does that decrease with age at all?
It does. Mhm.
When does
And
that usually start? About what age?
in your 40s. Sometimes it's 34. We lose about a teaspoon, 1 milliliter in our face a year.
Interesting. See, these are the things I've never even heard of before. That's why your podcast is so fascinating. It's
Uh-huh.
great.
There's a lot to talk about.
Well, there
Yeah.
really is, and I think people say skin. Like, how many different things can you talk about? You seem to cover a wide range of areas.
Mhm. So think of topical collagen like putting a piece of chicken on your face. Okay, that's not gonna necessarily topical collagen is worthless. I'd say oral collagen, it can help if you have, like, a wound on your leg or you had a procedure done. I think oral collagen's great. It's gonna help with those building blocks that you need to repair. I think if you there's, like, 2 studies that came out recently that showed that oral collagen did help skin, but, topical retinoids have thousands of studies showing it helps your skin with collagen. So we have other things that are better, and I think the jury is still out for oral collagen, and it definitely matters on what brand you get.
So it probably doesn't hurt to have some in your diet
Yeah,
and make some topical.
yeah, topical collagen, no way.
No?
No, it doesn't work. It's
Okay.
it's too big of a molecule. It doesn't get absorbed.
Okay.
But oral collagen is just nutrition, eating healthy, and if you don't eat a whole meal, then I think oral supplements are helpful.
What about some of the powders that are out there that have collagen in them?
Yeah.
Have you heard anything about those?
Yeah, I think it's helpful if you're not eating like a whole diet, then you supplement. But do you need it every single day? No. I don't think unless you're not eating well, then that would be your meal.
What's the percentage of your client base you think that are really eating well?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because I mean, the skin tells you a lot about people's health, right?
A lot of people are eating better, so
Because they come
yeah,
to see you.
yeah, I'd say half and half.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that. I was just curious because food's a very passionate thing, you know.
Yeah, I think we're all on a journey to get to eat healthier.
Right. So number 4, hair, skin, and nail supplements help hair grow. By the way, I
Um,
do take them, so I'm still.
yeah. So that's proof of that it doesn't work.
I've been
So
hearing there's always somebody coming out with a new hair growth supplement.
yes,
All these,
because hair is everything
but it's funny
for
because
women
it's
and
like,
men.
yeah, but it's like there's so many of these people making money on all these things, and it's like they put this stuff on the internet, and there's things on TV, and I'm like,
There's billions of dollars at stake. People, people want to be in on that pie. So
so I don't know. This is the way I look at it. If there's something out there like that, why are there so many bald people?
So baldness is complex. It's genetic. So unless you came to us when you were like 15 and I did an early intervention, you're going to lose the hair. But if you come in early enough, we can prevent you from losing the hair. We can block the genetics. There's pills. There's a lot of things we do. But oral supplements at the stores like hair, skin, and nails, all that is biotin and some vitamin B. And many years ago, when I was in school, we were taught to use biotin for hair growth, but now almost all the dermatologists we agree not to use biotin anymore.
Why is that?
There's 3 reasons. One, a study came out showing there was no real growth of hair with biotin. You get biotin naturally just from eating meats and eggs and some vegetables like sweet potatoes. But most of the biotin we're buying in the stores is synthetic. It's like man made biotin. Number 2 is biotin. It can give you, let's say you go to the hospital and think you have a heart attack, you have a chest pain. Your blood test could say you're not having a heart attack, but you really are
Wow,
if you're on biotin. So
really?
it's false negative
I've never heard that.
for a troponin test, also a false um, positive for hyperthyroid. So like it can lower your TSH. So a lot of people are having hair loss, taking biotin, and then their blood work is not accurate. So basically, you want 3 days without the biotin in you before you do blood work.
3 days.
If you're getting blood work done. But I think if you're having a heart attack, it's too late. You need to know on the spot. So I think if you're not, don't take biotin for hair growth. It's for nails, I would say, but not for hair. For hair, there's supplements on the market like Nutrafol. It's the number one hair growth supplement in the United States, and it does work. But we got to talk to you. It takes like a 30-minute visit to talk about hair, how to grow hair. There's a lot of things we can do.
For some reason, every time you start talking about baldness, you keep looking at the top of my head. I don't know why. Maybe
I can't help myself.
Are you checking your makeup or what? The glare. Sorry. So number 5, Michelle Double. You double? Did I say it right?
Michelle.
SHALD. Shelled.
I don't know.
Number 5.
Oh. Should the myth was, do we have to double cleanse our face at night? That's a big thing right now. If you haven't heard that, you wash your face with 2 soaps or 3 soaps. And we get asked that now a lot. Do I need to double cleanse? And the answer is depends on your skin type. So I personally need to double or triple cleanse because I have oily acne prone skin. So if you're oily and acne prone, or if you're wearing like really good sunscreen and makeup, I'd say you need to first get off all that makeup. Those are done with oils or micellar waters. And then you need to use like a soap to clean off that micellar water and the makeup. And then you need another cleanser that's for your skin type. So some of us need to do a few cleanses.
I find this whole thing fascinating. So how long does that process take?
Oh,
Typically,
a minute. It's
it
quick.
sounds like it's like 20 minutes or something.
No, I mean,
You're taking all this stuff off.
some
the
people
first
take a long
time.
time. Yeah, but
Really?
it's quick. You
put
just
your hair
quickly.
back, and they put some. Then you put water. You mentioned water. Is water the type of water that you're using on your face make a difference too? Because I mean, most people, our water in San Diego has a lot of chlorine in it. I've been told.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, hard water, it definitely is more harsh on the skin. So the pH, we used to all recommend toners, and that was because our water was very harsh. But now that the waters aren't as harsh, we don't need toners anymore. It has to do with the acidity of the skin.
Okay.
So you can just use our water is fine. In America, we're fine.
Yeah,
I wouldn't worry about what water you use to wash your face.
really.
Mm-mm.
You use soft water or regular
Just
water?
regular water.
Really?
Yeah.
You got great skin.
Yeah.
You're walking embodiment for what you do, doctor.
But water, the soap matters. So basically, if you have sensitive skin, you use gentle soaps. If you have oily skin, you need to use a soap with glycolic, salicylic. If you have normal skin, you can use whatever soap you like. You don't. I don't believe in spending too much money on your cleanser. It's going to be on your skin for a few seconds, then it's gone.
So I know you have a lot of clients from all over the world. And do you go through, do you ever do workshops on this for your client base? Do you ever say, hey, we're having this workshop on properly how to, like you just talked about?
That would be great. There's just so many skin types, and everybody's so
Oh,
unique. I just in my visit, they'll bring their products in, and I'll custom make a regimen for them. It's
you're a very busy person.
it has to be custom because everybody's so different in your skin types, and then there's minimalists, and then there's those that are overachievers. So you have to adjust to the personality
So
type.
there are really that many varieties of skin types,
Oh yeah,
like a thumbprint, uniquely
yeah,
different.
yeah. Everybody's unique. Yeah,
How interesting.
yeah. Skin is like that too.
What about, we have a guest asking, what about coconut oil?
For washing your face.
Yes.
Well, oils are good to remove like chemicals. So when we wash our face, we're washing our face not because we're dirty. We're washing off pollution, dead skin cells, dirt, oils, basically pollution. There's like free radicals, all the stuff in our environment we walk around, we're getting exposed to. If you like measure the air quality, there's tons of junk in our air. So we're washing that off. That's why we wash our face. Some people can wash just at night, some wash morning and night. Um, but coconut oil is just a way to remove stuff. I wouldn't use it just to wash because you're gonna leave the oil. It's gonna be stuck. Water and oil separate, so the oil will just stay.
Does it stay in the pores?
It stays in the pores.
Okay.
So, and for moisturizers, we want more hydrators, not moisturizers. So a lot of people look for oils to moisturize their skin, but you really want a hydrator. So that's another misconception. So your moisturizer, the first ingredient should be actually be water, so it hydrates the skin. We used to like just believe in oils to like seal in the
Mhm,
water, but
mhm.
it's better if you get like a hydrator.
So, I mean, like I said before, there's so much to know.
Yeah, it's whoever wants to
You
learn.
love
We can teach.
it's any wonder why you love what you do. It's never the same. It's always unique. There's always new information. There's always unique
Yeah,
cases, I'm sure.
yeah, it's constantly changing. I was at a conference this week. I just learned a lot of new things that
Did it surprise you, some of the things you heard?
yeah, you have to constantly be learning. Medicine is we have a long ways to go. Mhm.
Really?
Yeah, but we're moving, so there's a lot to learn. So
So with a long way to go, how much does it go back to basic solid nutrition?
everything is nutrition and lifestyle. I could tell you buy all these creams, but if you smoke and you're drinking too much and you're
And
stressed and
and
don't sleep, then it's worthless.
what's smoking too much and what's drinking too much?
Smoking anything is bad for your
Eh,
skin.
What about cigars?
That's like 300 cigarettes. So one cigar. So maybe do one cigar a year if you have to do it. Just one a year, but don't do it weekly.
I typically do one a month.
Maybe
I'm not
try every other month. Just start there.
okay.
Yeah, little
Okay.
by little.
Okay. And I have a friend down. I think he just left on our way out. I think he left a cigar on top of our on sign. He was visiting. He said, "I left a cigar for you." But anyway, sorry. And the
Okay.
drinking can be. Does it make a difference if it's wine or hard alcohol like vodka or Jack Daniels?
I'm not an expert in that, but I know that if you have more than for men, 2 or more drinks a day ages you quite significantly, and women, it's 1 or more. So I mean, women only have 1 max a day. Men should have 2 max a day if you're going to drink every day.
Okay.
Mhm.
I've heard sometimes they think that it has something to do with longevity. If you have one good little drink a day
Yeah.
of wine or something, I don't know if that's true.
I've met many men that were 103 and had 1 drink a day, and they swore by it, but
I heard the Queen used to
yeah,
have a little drink
yeah.
every day she had made up, but
I think it's lifestyle, stress, it's
stress
everything.
stress is a big one.
Mhm.
And that's another thing. So we have more stress going on in the world,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Okay. So the more the better. That
More
was number
products?
yeah.
That's not true either. So instead of more products, I would say for skincare myth would be just have there's 3 fundamentals in skincare. Um, And if you focus on those 3, then everything else will be bonus, and we can like layer on that. Think of it as a pyramid. So the most essential foundational skincare would be a good sunscreen in the morning, a good retin-A at night, which is basically a vitamin A derivatives. There's lots of different types of those. And then you want your antioxidants. After that, then everything else is bonus. So I think that you could I think another myth was like luxury skincare. People always ask, do I need to buy luxury skincare? And I would say for your cleanser and your moisturizer, you could do over the counter. You could save money there. You can do a CeraVe, a Neutrogena, something that's affordable. But if you're doing like your retinols or your antioxidants, I think that's where you should spend the money.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good to know.
And then growth factors, peptides, all that would be bonus. But first, make sure your foundation is strong.
I've been hearing the word lately in wellness, peptides a lot.
Peptides we're all made of peptides.
But
Proteins are peptides.
More and
Collagen's
more,
peptides.
more and more about peptides. I'm hearing about from varieties of people, from trainers to doctors to, is it just a thing that we're hearing more of now, but it's just a time of...
It's a marketing verbiage.
Okay.
Yeah, because amino acids make peptides, and peptides are in all our products, and everything has peptides. We're all made of peptides. It's just a part of a protein.
It's fascinating.
It's a wording thing.
So I have one last question, and this has gone by really quick, and I've always enjoyed you having me on your show. It's great. Luxury skincare products, are they better?
Okay, so I was just mentioning that luxury skincare can be because there's a famous person that's recommending it, so it's very expensive. It could be that there's a lot of science and research behind it, and so a lot of money and time went into making that, so it costs more money. Those I would say are really great, but think of those luxury skincare for antioxidants. You should be in the $100 range for antioxidants. If it's less than that, it's questionable. But like I said, moisturizers, cleansers, you don't have to have luxury for that.
Cindy Crawford's made a lot of money on her skin products.
Yeah, so that would be more a marketing thing. They go after someone famous and say, "Oh, they'll sell hundreds of thousands of this." I wouldn't follow the crowds with that.
I remember seeing the doctor that was in France. He discovered this certain type of melon.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the whole thing. It was a marketing thing, I think. But
there was research though. They did a lot of research. Some rich people have money to do the research, so they do make good products. So sometimes it is worth it. Yeah, they found a superoxide dismutase from a melon. It's a capsule glycidin. We sell glycidin. It's like instead of one vitamin C molecule fighting one free radical, you have this superoxidase dismutase called SOD. It's an enzyme. It fights like 1,000 free radicals.
Wow.
So 1 to 1,000. So you can take those kind of enzymes that are potent antioxidants.
Those are great. Those are great things to know. Now, there's one other question here. It says, "These are my color branding." What is that?
That's nothing.
And that's not one. Is one of the questions that were okay. Good. So, it's always. Is there anything you want to elaborate on that maybe we haven't talked about?
Well, no, just thank you so much for having me. Yeah, I think.
Well, you're having me on your show. What are you talking about?
I think skincare is confusing. I'd say I don't go to Sephora. I don't go to Ulta. It's overwhelming for me as a dermatologist.
Really?
There's so much marketing. I don't know what's real, what's not real. I have to look at each bottle and study and see if what they're saying is true. So I would, to save you time, I'd talk to a dermatologist about your skincare before I go into those stores. Don't let the marketing be what guides you.
Good tips.
Yeah.
And if anybody, of course, the information is it on there? Our website, everything? Okay, great.
Thank you.
Any events coming up that you want to share with us at your offices, or any things that you can think of you want to?
We're nice and relaxed right now, which is very nice. I'm happy to say we have nothing coming up.
Well, everybody appreciates you. And
again,
we got a great response. I heard from so many people, they loved your show.
Well, thank you so much. I'd love to hear that.
Actually, from across the country too.
Wonderful. Thank you. My pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thanks for having me on your show.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Everybody take care. Have a good weekend.